Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. Welcome to our webinar on reinventing special sections. We've certainly gotten a lot of interest in today's topic, so we're really excited to share this with you. My name is Jackie Ulloa, and I'm with Metro's Client Services team. And presenting with me today is Daryl Davis, VP of Creative Services, and Laura Cook, Senior Designer. Hello. So before we begin, I just want to let everyone know that at the end, we are going to have a very short survey. So if you wouldn't mind just taking a minute to fill it out, we'd greatly appreciate it. And what we're going to do now is we're going to pause our videos during the presentation, but we'll be back afterwards and we'll open it up to Q&A. So give me a minute while I get situated here. 1 second. I'll let you know once I'm ready, Daryl.
Okay.
All right, Daryl, and if you're ready, I will go ahead and turn things over to you now.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Thanks, Jackie. Good afternoon again, everyone, and thank you for joining us for our Reinventing Special Sections webinar. Today, we're going to take an in-depth look at special sections and offer some thoughts about ways to reinvigorate, reconfigure, refresh, and reinvent your special sections program. Here at Metro, we love special sections. Print, online, gift guides, home improvement, contests, community guides, and so on. But before we move forward, we'd like to share a blast from the past. This is a special section from a 1918 version of the Michigan Farmer Livestock Journal, one of the oldest that we could find. It says, under the masthead, "This magazine section forms a part of our paper every week. Every article is written especially for it and does not appear elsewhere." That is the very definition of what describes a special section, a section that's special. When we were thinking about reimagining special sections, I was reminded of a quote from a famous philosopher, which a professor in art school would often remind us. Everything has been thought of before. The problem is to think of it again, which is a great quote to keep in mind, no pun intended, as we think about and demonstrate ways to renew special sections. Let's take a look at some of the special components of a special section. Special sections give readers content that differs from the normal flow of news. It provides unique, usable content. Special sections require special timing. Advanced planning is necessary for a holiday gift guide or a back-to-school section. Special sections include special content. As we will see throughout this webinar, using unique and localized content is key to many special sections. Special sections have special editors. Sections aren't always managed by a managing or features editor. A lot of times, advertising and sales teams sell and produce special sections themselves. Now, ultimately, they produce special results. Guaranteeing readers' interest and getting attention because of local usable content is the most rewarding aspect of a successful section, maybe tied with revenue generation. Now, let's take a look at a few Metro customer special section success stories, followed by some fresh ideas to enliven your sections program. This summer living section from the Ozark Horse Trader is a lively, well-designed magazine with lots of local content and display ads. And Jackie's going to take us through a bit of this now.
Yeah, I thought this section was great. It is 40 pages and it's all showcasing their community and fun things to do during summer. It's great for families and any visitors. They have expanded the special section and really localized it by including information about their area with local photos, stories, and also maps.
The next one was a great section. The West Volusia Beacon produced this fantastic emergency preparedness section, also packed with necessary local contact numbers and information. Jackie?
Not only does the section look really sharp, but it was also helpful in prepping their community ahead of the storm season. And a selling tip that they shared is that they could try and match articles with a relevant business helping with their sales.
With more and more of these frequent weather events happening, this is an extremely topical and useful section. And I just want to jump in and say that at Metro, we're committed to providing weather-related content as we've seen excess heat, hurricanes, tornadoes, and other major weather events bearing down on us. This fitness and nutrition section from the Freestone County Times in Texas really stands out in a variety of ways that Jackie's going to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, it's another great looking section. They mentioned choosing this topic because reader engagement was most important to them, as they were likely to read the material, which got more eyes on the ads. Their July section is always a good seller with their advertisers. And because it is a separate insert printed on better quality paper, advertisers have a greater interest. Plus, they mentioned they charge more for the space and only offer the ads in color.
Okay.
They
Sorry.
typically also have overruns, and this year's went to a teacher's breakfast for back to school.
I love that part, Jackie. I love that, when these sections are left around town at doctors' offices or in the situation you just mentioned, an event, a teacher's breakfast. That's fantastic. This is a great looking magazine section. A friend of mine who saw this section remarked that she'd love a guide like that with local workout information, articles about nutrition, general health information. It's a great one.
Yeah, for sure.
From the Daily Review in Towanda, Pennsylvania, this beautifully designed wedding planner is packed, Jackie.
Yeah, I mean, I really do love this cover. And it is a beautiful wedding section, a great guide for local couples. Their advertising manager reported their advertisers really love that they produce this section, making it an easy sell for them.
Wedding and bridal sections are a long time tried and true section topic. Every community has bridal advertisers, but it's nice to have a fresh angle for them. For instance, when we were at a North Carolina Press Association conference recently, we saw a great bridal section which highlighted a local, recently engaged couple from the community. The couple had visited all of the bridal vendors in the area, and the section contained interviews for each advertiser, photos of the couple meeting with them, along with an ad and photos of the couple meeting with them, a cool idea. And this one, keeping on bridal, from a great article about special sections that appeared in Editor and Publisher earlier this year, a custom wedding wrap from the Holton Recorder in Holton, Kansas. Owners David and Connie Prowls had the fun idea to do a custom wrap for their daughter's wedding. It was a keepsake for all of the wedding guests and a wonderfully thoughtful window into events that happened on their wedding day that they can look back at 50 years from now. Now, let's take a look at 7 ways to reimagine special sections. First off, as we've just seen with the Holton Recorder, the idea of a custom wrap is a great one. It can also extend beyond a bridal announcement. It can be used to highlight any special occasion, a new business, the anniversary of a business, someone's retirement, a weekend sale event. Actually, any local event is a great way to heighten awareness in the community, and you can structure the cost to be profitable from a special wrap offering. Next up, there's no rule that says that a section has to be an insert or done in a magazine format. Try a different configuration, spread out the content and present it in smaller bite-sized pieces. It can create more of a focus on the material and can even create a serial effect with the information on a day-to-day basis. One of our customers, the Genesee Valley Penny Saver, used this technique with a fantastic breast cancer awareness feature last year, and it worked really well. It had a main hospital as the sponsor, and then they rolled out the series throughout the following few days. Something to always bear in mind is to mine your existing local content, maps, stats, archived stories, to create local guides and directories, a local staycation section. Use local history stories from existing content, Maybe create a 100 years ago today feature in your newspaper using your existing content, which is always of interest to local readers. Next, photos. Readers love photos. Create a section focused on reader submitted photos. Focus on local parks, photos from the community. We've seen them done with people posting their favorite local barn. Or another great concept that we had was day in the life of the community section. Have photos done all in the same 24 hours by a variety of people around town and build a section around it. Next, we have targeted sections via zip code. This is for larger demographic areas, but it allows you to create different versions for different delivery areas, rural, suburban, urban. Each can have their own flavor along with specific advertisers. Localized community information and emergency numbers can be customized for each section. Next, contests are a tried and true way to get readers' attention with a special section. A reader's choice, a popular title with many areas, is a truly scalable promotion. It can be small and local, or we've seen them full-blown and regional, culminating in an awards dinner, a black tie awards dinner, winner presentation. In addition to best of guides, photography contests, cutest baby, athlete of the week, local grads, contests are a winner. And finally, holiday guides, gift guides, shopping directories, worship directories have long been staple items at many newspapers, but change them up. Give them a new slant by focusing on local artisans, craftspeople. Every community has craft fairs. Or do 25 gifts under $25. A worship directory with local religious services. Some papers have even used a year's worth or a half years of obits to create remembrance guides, which is a nice way to generate revenue from existing content. So with these 7 suggestions to amp up your special sections, we're going to turn to our senior designer at Metro, Laura Cook, for an in-depth look at Metro's special section offerings. Laura?
Hi, everyone. I'm just gonna say right now that I'm having like a little bit of delay seeing the slides change over for some reason. So I hope I'm not like a little like, jerky at the beginning of each transition here. So I'm just giving you a heads up there. I don't know why there's like a delay here. But like Daryl said, I'm going to dive into what we offer at Metro with our templated special sections and how you can easily create some of the great ideas that Daryl just mentioned. We've been creating templated special sections for many years now, and we've consistently adapted what we offer and how we package them to meet the needs of our customers. As you saw from the success stories that Daryl and Jackie highlighted, our customers, they're working for our customers. They're increasing their revenue and they're minimizing their workload when they start from our templates. We have so many more of these success stories from our customers, and Jackie will show you how to see all of those so you can get great ideas from other publications too. We love sharing these. We look through what people are doing to see what could work for other publications as well, and that's how we get a lot of our ideas for our sections. We want to present things that are going to work for you. So we keep our specs consistent to make selling and producing them easy from section to section. You know what you're going to get with each new download. So you're not starting from, 20 pages and this time it's going to be 30 pages. We keep everything consistent. So each section is 20 pages with ad spots already in place. We have suggested advertisers in those ad spots that match the content on those pages. And we also have national spending statistics on our full page ads, which could be a good sales tool for a larger premium spot. Each of our sections have 12 to 15 professionally written copyright-free articles. We offer them in 2 sizes. We have a tab size and a magazine size. So you can choose which one, works best with your printing requirements. We think with these two sizes, scaling would be easy depending on what your specific printing requirements are. And we also offer them in InDesign or Quark files. All of our fonts within the sections use free Google fonts, and you'll receive a PDF in the download that has links to the fonts used in the section. We tend to use 2, 3, maybe 4 max, but we like to keep, the amount of fonts down so that the section looks consistent. I'm assuming you changed the slide.
Yes.
Included in the file package, when you get our downloaded section, you'll receive the layouts in the format you selected. It'll come with both the magazine size, which is indicated by the M at the back end of our file number there. And you'll receive the tab size, which is indicated by the N. The layout document contains the cover, the copyright-free editorial features, and photos and art, which are already laid out for you. And you can see in that package download screenshot I have there, the documents also have full PDF versions of each. There's a pictures folder with all of the art. We have the promos folder, which I called out there and expanded so you can see that we have print, social media, and web ad materials for both advertiser and reader promotions. We even include black and white versions of those print materials for you. And within that package, on the bottom there, you see the section setup and fonts PDF, which has information on creating your sections, and it has the links to the fonts used. So with this package, you have a complete section to go out and sell and promote, but we also want to encourage you to localize and customize our sections to fit your publication's needs, and I'm going to give you some ideas on how to do that. So first, you want to localize it, and that is a word that we use a lot at Metro to localize our content. Because we're a company that meets the needs of publications from the East Coast, West Coast, South, up into Canada, our content can't really get those very niche specific needs of your community. But because our editorial is all copyright free, you're able to localize it any way you want. You can delete things that don't work in your area. You can rewrite sections to make it fit for your needs. So in the example I'm showing here from our current holiday gift guide, I want to talk about how you can localize it with also increasing revenue with advertorials or additional mentions of a business within an article. So I'm showing these two articles, a comprehensive guide to gifting fitness fans, and then also build your gift list for DIY enthusiasts. So in the fitness fans article, there's various items that are listed that would make good gifts. So under each item, you could list businesses who offer those services or places to buy items locally. So right there, the gym memberships, you can list some gyms and maybe they have a special offer at the end of the year going into January, where to get massages and special offers there, and where to buy a specific water bottle or tumbler locally in your community. In the second article there, for the DIY enthusiasts, this is focused around a hardware store and items you would find at a hardware store. So an idea for this would be to turn it into an advertorial. Go to a local hardware store or a business where you can purchase these items and ask the owner if they'd be interested in, an advertorial, an advertisement within your editorial. And you are showing them a starting point of an article, and they can work with you on tweaking the list or keeping it as is because they are not a good writer, don't have any other ideas to use, but you have that starting place to present them with something. And you can add a photo of the business owner there, and they are getting that recognition within your editorial.
Yeah, I really like that you mentioned that, Laura, because with some really minor changes, you can really personalize any of these sections or stories.
Right. So another idea is to quote a business owner within one of our articles. This article on why you should shop local is a great spot to add a personal message from a business owner. One of these sections in the article, a bulleted area there, calls out meeting and interacting with people. So I just sort of came up with a pull quote to throw in there as an example of I love interacting with customers and helping them find a perfect gift. It just adds a nice touch, a nice large pull quote there. And then by reaching out to a business to get them, to have a quote within the article, maybe you can offer them an ad space next to that content, or vice versa. If they're a good advertiser and you're like, hey, why don't we get you quoted within this article? I think it would be a good spot and it'll give you a little bit more attention within our section. So, doing it works both ways for advertisers and filling out your editorial, more localizing it. So we really encourage you to read through the articles and think of how you can add that extra piece of community and specific local content within, what we're already providing.
That's great.
So the next one, localizing, also pertains to the photos. I'm showing again the summer living section that was shared earlier because they just did an excellent job of swapping out our photos for their own. You can see the original cover here on the left and how they swapped out all 4 of the photos for photos of their own. With that design already in place, it makes it easy to pop in their content right in those bubbles they use. They kept the title art. They chose a great photo to work in the background, similar to the photo used. It's very, clean and blank on the left-hand side, so those pictures in the bubbles could still pop out and it's not too busy. They just did a great job choosing their own photos for that. And also within the original layout, you see on the bottom these 2 graphic elements that we created to help create this fun summery vibe for the summer living section. And we use those elements in our design for like pull quotes, little area to, tie photos together. You can see on the left there, that's from the original layout. But what they did is they use these elements throughout in their own ways, similarly to like group everything together, make things look more aesthetically cohesive the whole way through. And they went from our 20-page section to 40 pages. And they did a great job of continuing that look. And that's something you get with our sections. You get this base aesthetic to then you can follow that through to expand the section if you are needing to do that.
That's great. That's great. Nothing makes us happier than to see something so thoroughly considered and done well like this one.
Yeah, they did a great job. So we also encourage you to customize our sections, add pages, delete pages, resize the pages as needed, and also pull them apart and create page layouts, mini sections, inserts, wraps, all those ideas that Daryl mentioned. You can do that by starting with one of our templates. We keep and design a specific themed aesthetic. We use graphic elements and colors and fonts to make it a cohesive look. We also don't over design the sections, so they're easy to adjust. We only use 2 or 3 fonts. When you get one of our package downloads, it's not going to be, just so much to sort through to then pick apart and make something else or adjust slightly for your specific needs. We try to keep just these few elements to make it a cohesive look in a special section. So when you have that look and the things that we provide, one of those things is a graphic header. You won't see it within the sections that we design, but we provide it in case you're going to be picking apart the section to make smaller sections or pages. So that graphic header on top, we provide one of those with every one of our downloads. We also provide a nice did you know graphic because we usually have a did you know shorter blurb article within the content. And we match that to the colors of the section and the fonts. So you have these elements to use to pull apart and create full pages instead of just a section. So with that, Daryl mentioned the publication that did a 4-part breast cancer awareness section during the month of October. So I decided to show as the example this current breast cancer awareness section that we just created. Using that graphic header and slightly reformatting the editorial to fit this new space, it was pretty easy to convert these 3 articles into a 2-page broadsheet spread. Also, I would encourage you, if you're thinking about doing something like this, to keep our fonts, keep some colors if possible, to mix it up. So when someone's looking through your paper, the fonts are changing, the colors are changing, so it really highlights it as a special section and can get more eyes on the page because it's new and something different within your publication. We also provide you with the materials to sell your section. So we include a rate card, advertiser and reader print and web ads, and also social media posts. Again, they're all designed with that cohesive look so you can go out and start selling even before you start customizing any of the pages. All of our ads contain copy that highlight the content within the section. Our copywriter comes up with fun, catchy, punny headlines to grab attention. So you already have a marketing plan in place. With the downloaded package, you get that complete PDF of the section to print and to head out to sell to advertisers, sell the spaces, and actually show them what content will appear next to their ad. I am definitely not a salesperson, but I do know that seeing works. So seeing something is going to make the sale easier than the promise of something if they can see where their ad would appear. So along with our TSS schedule on our site, you'll find this selling tips sheet to get you thinking about and reminding you of ways to sell your special sections. I just want to point out 2 of these. The first, show and tell. As I just said, having the content in place before trying to make the sale can be really helpful. And then also marketing to advertisers and readers. So having ads to get advertisers and then also having ads to get readers work hand in hand. So if advertisers are seeing that you're promoting the section as a useful feature, good content that they don't want to miss, they're going to feel more confident that this section will attract a lot of readers. Our special section themes can also go digital. We've created website templates so you can have a matching online platform for your section. You can choose a full website, which will have the feature articles, or just a directory site where you can have ads and links for all your special section advertisers. The sites are designed to be matching companion, but they're also easy to edit. We also provide a website-specific rate card and web ads for the site. So this is an add-on feature. It doesn't come standard with a TSS package or download. And Jackie will show you where you can find more information on this. And finally, I want to present our TSS schedule for 2025. This every year is months in the making. We take into account all of our customer requests. We work together with our sales, service, editorial, and production teams to put together a great selection of titles for the next year. We always keep those tried and true advertiser-friendly themes like weddings, health and wellness, senior life, and home topics within the schedule. And then we always add in current trends like emergency guides here, a modern parenting, and a how-to guide. So you can see here we also have the dates that each section will be available for download on our site. We work ahead and have that seasonal or date specific content available well in advance of an ideal publication time. But many of our titles can be used any time of the year, and many of our sections are still very relevant over a few years' time. So if you're a TSS subscriber, we have a large archive, and you can download previous year's sections. You can put two sections together. You can swap out an article in one spring home section for another article in a different spring home section. If you have an unlimited subscription to the TSS, there's just so much you can pull from. We have descriptions of each of the sections on our site, so you can scan this QR code to find those, or head to the site and look for the templated section tab from the main menu. And if you do that, you'll be brought to this, which is our descriptions of each of the titles. I just want to point out a couple of titles that are new for 2025 that we're excited for. So the first is called Confetti, which will focus on party planning and celebrating special occasions. This is a great opportunity for party venues, party planners, kids party venues, and businesses that host kids parties. So this is going to be a fun one to think about and plan. In like a weddings guide, you might be thinking about venues and party planners and stuff, but this one is going to be on smaller parties and entertaining. So I think it'll be a really fun one to think about, and think about businesses that you can get involved in a section like that. We're also doing a how-to section on various home, health, and recreation topics. People love to read short how-to information to like quickly learn bite-sized tips. So our thought with this one is similar to like, a TikTok or Instagram video, but in print, quick how-to topics, variety, so that you can go out to many advertisers. We'll also have our neighborhood section, giving you opportunities to highlight local businesses in editorial and in advertising. This would be a great section to localize editorial into advertorials. This is going to be, as a local section. And finally, we're bringing back our emergency guide. We have done them before, and we're bringing back a full section. And, with weather-related disasters continuing to rise, this guide would be great to have not only for local people in your community, but have it at places, local businesses that maybe attract a lot of out of towners or tourists, or even a college campus, people who are coming to your community and might not be aware of the type of weather that your area receives. So something like this could have a really long shelf life, and it's really important information, and people want to know what to do in case of an emergency, because there has been so many more, quick emergency weather related things happening. So this could be something that could be very useful and great to have as a full year standing piece. So we're very excited about our new topics and the whole next schedule. Doing these webinars really gets us excited too, and we want to create these great sections that you can go out and sell and have information for people in your community. So I'm going to turn it over to Jackie so she can show you where to find some of these things.
Thank you, Laura. Okay, so this is going to be the how-to portion, and this will be really brief, but I just want to make mention, if anybody does want to take a closer look and would like to schedule a webinar, let me know. I'd be glad to set that up for you. Okay, so to find the theme special sections, you're going to select sections from our main pull-down menu. And once you're here, over on the right-hand side, you can view that schedule and download it. And it also comes with the selling tips that Laura had discussed earlier. Over on the left-hand side here, you can use these filters to narrow down your results by issue year, month, or themes. And the majority of these umbrella themes do come with a variety of special sections. Once you find a section you're interested in, you're going to select more options. In this case, I'm using the Fall Kickoff Guide as an example. Once you click on more options, it's going to take you to the page where you have everything that you'll need. So here's a close look at that page. From your more options, you can download these in either InDesign or Quark formats. And if you wanted to preview any of the sections in their entirety, you can very easily do that. Just click on View PDF or View e-edition, and you can also share these with your advertisers. For those of you who might be interested in seeing what that corresponding theme site and directory looks like, you can also very easily do that from here. And I'll show you more in just a minute. But Laura had also mentioned that all of our sections come with marketing material. So you're going to find these all within this page as well. So over here, you're going to see we have marketing materials, again, for your readers and your advertisers, and you'll have promos for print, digital, and social media. And these will also come with those rate cards. And by the way, if you're not familiar with our special sections, you can purchase these individually, or if you'd like, you can also subscribe to unlimited access. If you're not sure if you get these or want more information, definitely reach out. I'm happy to report that we do offer the lowest prices within the industry. Okay, and for the editorial content, all of our Metro subscribers do have access to this. So just a reminder on that. If you wanted to put together your own special section, you can certainly do that. You'll want to make sure that you've selected editorial from our main pull down. And once there, you'll want to select your content. So whether it's individual features or puzzles, games, and recipes, either of those are part of your subscription. Once there, you can either search by keyword, plugging it in along the top here, or you can also choose your category. You can preview all the articles in their entirety, and you can use them as they appear, or you can edit them as Laura had mentioned earlier. So again, just a reminder, this is all part of your Metro subscription. As for our themed websites and directories, these do start at $50 a month, and you can preview these by selecting websites from that main pull down and use your filters to really narrow down your results. And again, you're going to select more options in order to view any of those websites or directories. And to the right here, I'm showing a quick snapshot. You can use these as they are, or you can also edit them and localize them using your own stories and your own photos. Now, we did highlight a few success stories earlier, and these are also part of your Metro subscription. So if you're looking for more ideas or inspiration, you're going to select success stories from our main pull down, and then you're going to go with more options to view, download, or share any one of these. And each of these stories do come with 3 bullets: create, sell, and profit, making them quick reads. And also they all come with the contact information in case you'd like to follow up with the person who did provide their success story. And our holiday advertising service comes with 4 ready to sell and publish special sections. We've got Home for the Holidays, Holiday Fun and Games, the Christmas Coloring Book, and our Holiday Recipes, which is new this year. And if you've never tried any of our sections, this would really be a good place to start. And they can all be found within our special sections library. And if you want to, if you're not sure and you want to see if this is something that you're already subscribing to or have any questions, you can always reach out to us. And lastly, We do want to invite you to join us next month as we host a 15-minute webinar ahead of your busiest time of the year. Our 2024 holiday advertising service will have a special focus on celebrating community with local shopping and holiday events. We'll have fresh greetings and a holiday archive of 10,000 plus images and templates. So really, there's a lot of great content in there for you. And it's very easy to register. From our homepage, you're going to go to support. You're going to select live training webinars and then click here to register. And if you missed any of our previous webinars, there's also an area there where you can check those all out as well. All right, so we do want to thank everyone for attending today. And if you have any questions, please go ahead. We're going to open it up to Q&A now.
Thanks, Jackie. Yeah, one of the questions we're posing here is, do you have any special section ideas to share? We'd love to hear from you, to hear what you think about what we just showed you, and if you guys have any specific ideas that you'd like to share with us.
Yeah, definitely. You can go ahead and send us a chat. I'll start that here. So if there's anything you want to say, please do. Do you have any feedback on how to deal with issues related to multiple publications using the same special sections in the same market?
I mean, I guess by localizing it or making it specific to you, swapping out photos. I don't know if this means, so it's in the same market, so two different papers producing for the same area.
I mean, I think that the most relevant suggestion might be when we talked about creating different versions of the same section, localizing it however possible, giving each area a separate flavor. But Michael, that's great. We'd like to talk about that some more with you, so please feel free to contact us.
Yeah, I'm wondering how often that happens. You know.
And if anybody's got any ideas on, what's worked out for you, please let us know. We're happy to hear. And by the way, if you can kindly, before you leave, just fill out that survey, that would be great. And we thank you for that ahead of time.
Anyone else? Give it a sec.
Yeah, we'll give it a sec here.
Well, we hope you found the presentation helpful. We would love to hear from you. We always love to hear from Metro customers. Any suggestions you have about future sections, any tweaks to things that we already present, please feel free to contact any of us at the emails provided here. So again, thanks for your time today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. Bye.
Thank you.